everybody, it's Jenny, and today I'm sharing a set of 2 Valentine cards using some awesome products from Missing Stamps. For my cards today, I'm going to be using a couple different items, starting with the Bear Hugs layering stencils, which is made up of 3 separate pieces, including this first piece here with this sweet little bear inside a heart, as well as his face details. Also included is the heart stencil, which can be used to mask the space behind the bear. And then we have this super cute Bear Hugs pattern background stencil. To ink up the stencils, I'm going to bring in several different Distress Oxide colors, including Mermaid Lagoon, Squeezed Lemonade, Picked Raspberry, and Black Soot. Then I'm going to take a piece of white cardstock and just trim that down to A2 size, and then go ahead and secure that to my craft mat with some washi, and then go ahead and layer up my stencils. Once I'm all done with the inking on my card panel, I'm going to go ahead and set that aside and move to my next layer. And for that, I'm going to use some hot pink and yellow glitter cardstock and create a bunch of 1/2-inch strips. Once I have all the strips trimmed out, I'm going to go ahead and start adding those diagonally across the card panel. Once I have all my strips glued down, I'm just going to take a piece of scrap paper and put it over the top and push everything down to make sure it's nice and secure, and then I'm going to go ahead and trim up the edges. Next up, I'm going to bring in a couple different dies, including this scallop die from the EIEIO frame set, as well as this smaller rectangle die, and some letter dies. And the stitch rectangle die I'm going to trim out of some blue cardstock is from the Punny Farms frame set. And I'm just going to run each of those through my die cut machine and then start layering up my card front. And because I'm turning these into Valentine's cards, I went ahead and trimmed out the X and O 2 times so I could get XOXO across the card front. And then I'm going to use the Bear Hug stamp set to stamp out the sentiment, "Sending Big Bear Hugs." And I'm going to heat emboss that onto some black cardstock with some white detail embossing powder. So first I'm just gonna prep the cardstock with an anti-static tool and then go ahead and bring in the Versamark ink and then stamp that out. Then I'm going to add the embossing powder and then go ahead and clean that up a little bit with a paintbrush and then melt everything in place with my heat tool. Then I'm just going to go ahead and clean up any of that extra anti-static powder with a microfiber cloth and then go ahead and trim out my sentiment. And now that I have all my pieces ready to go, I can start gluing everything into place. While I was gluing on my XOXO, I used the point of the heart to find the center, and then I used the bear hugs in the background to keep everything nice and straight. And for my sentiment, I'm just going to add a small piece of foam tape just to pop that up a little bit. And then I'm going to add that right onto the XOXO. And then to just tie in the black a little more, I'm going to bring in some tiny black rhinestones and just go ahead and add those to the card front as well. And to complete the card, I'm just going to go ahead and add the card front to a card base. And here is a closer look at my finished card. I think it turned out so sweet that I went ahead and made a second one. And the only difference on this one is the sentiment. Instead of sending big bear hugs, I use the sentiment that says, "Love you very much." So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!